Happy Friday, everybody. We didn't have any sales for this weekend, today or tomorrow, but I thought I'd show you how much the daffodils have come up, and I actually have some up at the summer room already blooming. And speaking of the summer room, this week we have a couple days that are going to be in the 60s, and that's when I plan on getting up there and trying to clean it up a little bit. But you can see how much the daffodils have come up. And there's some buds that it won't be long if we can get some warm weather before they open. I hear baby boy behind me. See, it's lots of daffodils all down through there. Here's the boy. He'll probably do the tour with me. And the sedums, they're greening up a lot more. I actually see, I don't know whether you can see back there to the left of the frog, there are some daylily leaves coming up. And what that means is probably next week when it gets warm, I'm going to have to start spraying with the liquid fence to keep the deers from eating anything. Over here, it's not a lot coming up yet. These little tiny leaves, that's that purple flower, that bellflower. They're starting to come up. And tulip leaves right there. And some daffodils. And that looks like hyacinth. Yeah, I see some hyacinth. I actually see a bud on one of them. I know you probably can't see it from this far away. But I want to turn around and show you again those gorgeous HELEBORES, or Lenten rose. And look at that one over there. It's just beautiful. That one there has the whiter center and the dark pink on the outside. But that's a wonderful plant. I can't stress that enough. And in our area, which is zone 7, they usually start showing up about March for sale at Lowe's. I see one little burgundy hellebore bloom right there. But back here, over here you can see the first purple crocus blooms. These have been here for years and years too. And the snow glories are still going strong. It's getting quite windy out here. We had rain and the rain stopped. It's not supposed to rain till tonight, but the wind is picking up. And over there are a lot more big buds on the daffodils. But right here, a few little crocuses. And look, here's one that's just getting ready to open. And then here are some solid white HELEBORES. If I can get a hold of it. Look how pretty that is. We'll go around this way and see if anything else is coming up. It's still too early for the hostas to come up. But this bed here has lots and lots of hostas. And so do all these pots. There's more daffodils. Now tomorrow is just supposed to be 50 with rain and 26 tomorrow night. So the weather is just constantly up and down. I always look forward to all these azaleas blooming and the big rhododendron. I hate that we lost one of the rhododendrons. But that happens in gardening. For no reason, sometimes you lose something. There's lots of daylily leaves coming up all in this bed. And a cat. I came out here without a coat because the sun was shining when I walked out the door, and now the sun is not shining, and with the wind it's a little bit chilly. I see tulip leaves over there and tulip leaves all in here, along with the cat again. Yeah, that wind is really getting up. Here are more of those beautiful white. Don't be alarmed if you hear that. That's that dog up on the corner that's has to be really, really old, that always sounds like it's dying when it barks. I can't remember if I told y'all last year, one of the times when our kids were in, our son heard that and he come running. He said, "Mama, something's wrong with the dog up the street." I said, "No, nothing's wrong. That's just the way it barks." Poor little thing. I've never seen it because they keep it in the backyard, so I don't even know what kind of dog it is. I'm presuming that it's a small dog. The ajuga is getting bigger and more purple on the leaves right through here. I see more little daylily leaves right back there. And all the cold we've had, and the cold we still are going to have a few nights in the 20s, it's probably going to burn these nodes on this. But they will put out more. That's the beauty of that. There's more daylily leaves in this bed. Like I said, Kat's going on the tour with me. This bed will be really pretty when all of these daffodils bloom, and there are a few tulips in there also. And they've been in there years too. And then all these little bitty leaves, those are a little blue flower that will bloom later on. That beautiful grass. And that pretty lambian. Some bulbs coming up in this bed too. And that gorgeous HELEBORES. And Cat is sitting at the gate waiting on me to open it. Of course he can jump it, easy as can be. I see some miniature irises out here blooming. Come on, let's go out, come on. I planted these, let me shut the gate. Look at these little dwarf irises. There's two colors. And there's more to bloom. I planted those, I know I planted one clump of them last year and one clump year before. And then there's some other bulbs coming up in here, and a lot of those weeds there by the edge of the wall. Now I cleaned all these leaves up. Look at all these leaves. But let me show you how deep the neighbor's leaves are. Look at all the leaves over here. This is why I have leaves up here. We had a landscaper come and blow off the front bank and clean it up for us because it's just too much. I blew down what I could, but it was just more than I could do. I just couldn't get in the middle of that bank because I'm afraid I'll fall. And he cleaned it up, and he blew right down the edge of this wall because that part is ours. And he said, "Do you know your neighbor's leaves are knee deep?" I said, "Yes, sir, I do." There's tulip bulbs coming up. You can see how much the irises have grown since last time. Hyacinths gonna bloom soon. More irises and daylilies. And these daffodils have got nice big buds on them too. You know, I love the bark of a crepe myrtle. I think it is so pretty and so interesting. And this was just a little small tree when we planted it years ago. These are putting out tiny little leaves. I don't know whether you can see them or not because they are so tiny. I see tulips coming up back there to the left and the right and underneath that obelisk. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go on and move the obelisk. You can see all the tulips coming up. And the bear's breeches. And over here are some more daffodils and more of the hellebores. And all those little white flowers down there, that is weed that I cannot get rid of. It is my plague. Look at this gorgeous one. See the colors on the outside, two-toned, and look at the inside. It has little spots. Absolutely gorgeous. I think baby boy is, like he did the last time, want me to hurry up and go in the house. And lots and lots more of the beautiful hellebores. Some are dark burgundy and some are like the one I just showed you over there. And just tons of buds. And down there under the bushes you can see the blooms. And all the way around this flower bed. They're just wonderful. They're a really tough plant. And I know y'all probably get tired of me saying that, but it's true. More hellebores and daffodils. They've really come up since the last time when we did the tour. And look at the inside of this one. It's wide open. Look at that. And this hellebore that has its blooms in clusters, it won't be long till it'll be open. Sedum and cranesbill geranium. And this purple leaf, that is the Missouri sundrop leaves. This is what they look like in the fall through the winter time. Then they'll green up and they bloom later on. Here's a columbine. I have lots of columbines. And of course lots of daffodils over here too. And then here is where there are lots of black-eyed Susies and rudbeckias. And this clematis, it's really putting out. That's the sweet autumn clematis. This will be an early spring bloomer, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Have the creeping flock and sedums, azaleas. Here's the variegated periwinkle and lots of creeping flock all the way down here. This really grew last year and it's really expanded, so I'm hoping it's going to be really beautiful this year. So we'll go in the gate over here. You coming, Mr. Cat? Come on. You coming? You can see the aster has grown and the cranesbill geranium. And there are more bulbs coming up. And little crocuses, more of those are going to bloom. There's lots of perennials in that bed, but a few bulbs. And then this one is still green. And over here, you can see bulbs coming up everywhere. All right, this is all the tour of the yard for this week. I'll wait a couple weeks till the daffodils are in bloom so that you can see how beautiful they are. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed weekend. And I hope you have great weather so you can enjoy it. But whatever you do, just be thankful. I am so thankful for all my blessings. I'm so thankful for all my friends and family. And I'm so thankful for all of y'all. So, love and blessings to y'all from me and John and baby boy. Till the next time. Bye-bye.